being here today is to have an interface with young people in the region, talk about issues of national importance, but also to understand your challenges and perhaps strategize the way forward. What makes it more important is that we are in trying times. I always said young people, one characteristic about them is that they have the youthful exuberance, that they want to do so many things at the same time, which is practically sometimes difficult. Now, the fact that the ministry staff are going around trying to talk to you to understand what are your challenges, it's not only challenges. You can also give feedbacks as to what you think needs to be done or could be done, could have been done to improve the situation of young people. But I'm also happy to report to the Ministry of Youth and Sports to tell them that this is LRR, this is the land of hope. This is where everything is possible. I am very much happy since I come here 4 years ago. I've interacted with young people from the sporting fraternity, from the development fraternity, from the skills-based fraternity. And I am happy to tell you that we have a force to reckon with in terms of youth productiveness in this region. Notwithstanding, you will agree with me that we sit in the middle of this country, meaning a lot of things happen in the region and that can be accessed from east, west, north and south. It is also a strategic region where local economic development is recognized, because strategic in the sense that it's also vibrant. The ECOWAS corridor that passes from Lagos to Dakar passes through here. From Banjul to Badjie, you pass through here. Meaning a lot of things happen here. So one would have wondered, in as much as good things are happening, other vices are also happening. But this is all connected to young people. Now, young people, we have the opportunity to sit with the Honorable Minister. What do you think are your problems? How do you think can we work amicably to solve those problems? But what do you think the ministry, through government, could have done better to improve your situation, to improve your lives and livelihood for the development of this country? I myself categorize myself under you. We are all the same age, but we must think beyond the horizon. We have to look at things differently. That we are challenged with the responsibility of making a difference, a positive difference for that matter. If you say, or you keep on pointing or blaming the ministry for not doing A, B, C, D, did we ask ourselves what have we done to complement the efforts of government through the ministry? I think this is relevant. This is more important than throwing blames, because we say to whom much is given, a whole lot more is expected. And I can vividly attest to the fact that a lot of opportunities has been given to young people in this country. Most of us are recognized in the football arena or in sports development. Sadly, not many are seen in the productive sectors or the sectors that improve our local economy. That is, let's say, agriculture, let's say tourism, let's say construction or skills-based. Youth are there, but in terms of comparison with those performing in the sports sector, the other sectors are very much slow. But let us open up our arms. Let us see the Gambia. As small as it is, we constitute about 60% of the population. And that's a force to be reckoned with. That means if we collectively want to move mountains, certainly we will do. But if we retard, we relax, we are the very one who are going to take that blame. Therefore, collectively, I urge you and I advise you that let's see that the Gambia belongs to nobody but Gambians, and we are the people who can make that change. So I am very much happy to have these people here, to sit with you, to hear from you, to hear your stories. Yesterday we had the stories of hope, but today perhaps we'll hear the stories of development from the young people. Minister, this is very good. These initiatives, I think, should be promoted. That perhaps it's once in a year owing to your busy schedule, but we can change it to twice in a year. Because why am I saying this? Sometimes things happen in the year before you recall what happened in January, you are in December. Some of us might forget. But let's agree to the fact that the opportunity is given to young people now. Myself, take me as an example. I'm a young person, the youngest governor in this country. Why can't you not do even better? We can do better. We are saddened every time we sit down, we look at the news, we hear the irregular migration. How many people are perishing in this back way? It's sad. And when you listen to other news, they tell you youths have lost confidence in this country. What do you mean? Losing confidence from where you belong? That is what I cannot understand. Government will create the enabling environment, but it's up to you to take the responsibility of those enabling environment and change it into something productive. Isaje fonga nyo ya mari fonga kacha nimman kacha kudol be filirin ta boni lo na nyakon bari fonga jaba ko so woto nga diamu nyoye nga nyo nyakono jibe nga to nyafo nyoye bi kayro membe nyim banko kan mota fala moye kunun ni be diamu ka ko ma felele bi men diate ka wala fo kayre la kayre tinya woto nin kayro bi je ibe kende yare men e kamune batu bari men koleata beti ye wuli somanda ye news jibe e ko fondinke keme fulale banda nyimba kono silola e ko munem e ko kata nyinendirola tubabu ite bida nyinendirola iman damen long e kata ni silo menna o famo man koy ya mere tere o mutaman sere kendol tamo ala kulli hali ate baynola bari ni bita tamo la fanan ika hajole ke fonna ye fayda ke fanna yalo ne kata men ay ke silo me yalo ko ita mantora la wasilo kon bi man sakunda under the leadership of His Excellency Adama Barrow ako momo hakilo balale nyuldun laftale sayin ka fintinan ministry through the honorable minister ako alingata ba nga fintin nim folding ke fangol ye diam ya foyem ya fonye membeto man sakunda sa beedi no bari ite ko do dunni la jifo ko not ite la korda fana loled bari opportunity ise wodila pour ye fango makoy no pour ye banko sambano nyaato because sinin so man lata menna ñunu te tar la ja asike non tenato le binatar la ja oto jandimbe futala oto fonte fayda kino la fangol la ba fonta lon nan ton lafta menna ba fonte do ko keno la bang ngam fangolu makoy nganna dimbalu makoy woto ngamira nyim town hall meeting o be nim membina diamula yake bunya ni horomo kono yela ko exono nyininka walla ni lafta comment lala ka molu tentu fanan tanatigi ese tentu ro ni jayiro keno isi la nyininka bunda keno momo membeto nga nyobunya nga bula ilafta menna isafo technician ol bijan ibe lamoy lal bari ndol fanan nga ala tentu LRR jang a problème ul siata aseke banko kono bari o organized crime sifalu man siya jang aseke no sunyar mesengolu ñi problème dindingol o te bayla bari LRR nga ala tentu wala o problème balti jang bari na problème mu menti na fondinke jamal ka bo LRR kata si kombo wala ita dula do do buka seyna sila na meta jumala be elara fana do kula jumala be Gambia fama do kula ni ndol be tata tubabu permanent secretary ka wala ko indi ja woto nte bal danila a beteyata nga do ko ke bari kana be ko di nyinoti wati do fanan nse kudo ke meya lon ko man ko do da makin hakilo kon yalon badi bun kolu alsal hagadu badi bun kolu ko do diate net PS bitu de malo foy beta jele badi be biyo ibe hakilo tan ndol kiyam kolu nin ko hani mbawulen ke muka sonde bari badi bun ko ne ko do diala ase ko be keno bari ko do man ko beti ko do diata le ha bari abuka hajo be fana solfno bari alinga nyo kanu alinga nyo horoma alinga nyo bunya alinga na banko je alinga do ko ke alinga kata.
The sense of the dialogue is for us to be able to have a platform where we can be able to have that direct conversations with the youth of this country, have a direct conversations with the sports stakeholders, but also have that interface with our regional leaders, be it in the security, in the local governance, as well as community leaders. And the opportunity is to be able to know what the concerns of the people are, especially the young people, and what we can do to be able to address them collectively. Because it is not the responsibility of government alone to address the issues that are going on in the country. It is our collective responsibility. Government have something to do, but the young people and the others that are affected also have a role to play in ensuring that we address the issues that affect us. So our dialogue is looking at multiple issues. But of course we know, and Governor did confirm, that when it comes to LRR, the problems of public protest, public demonstration is not very common, but we want it to continue like that. And that's why even if you're going to have dialogue, it cannot just be limited to the combos where the issues are. Because who knows that something might be affecting the young people of LRR. But our concern is the essence of going out to demonstrate in a street is to be able to have a message for the leaders to hear you and then be able to take action. But that is at an expense, because when you do that, we know what happens. Then you will have to force the security to come out, and sometimes they have to deploy and guide you to provide security for you and security for other people. But sometimes it goes bad, and the security will have to respond in a way that they will ensure that security and peace continues to prevail. And that is not the situation we want. But we also know that sometimes arrests get involved. So before we reach at those levels, if your concern or the reason you're going out there to protest or to demonstrate is for government to hear you and take action, now this is the right platform for you to come and make your message clear so that we can take note and be able to give response or make clarifications or take it back to the main office between us and the executive to be able to take actions that can address that. But we equally know that there has been a lot of reports of irregular migration, or people call it illegal migration, others call it back way. Yes, people say they travel because the opportunities are not many. And they think there is something somewhere in Europe that is not available here, and so they want to travel so that they can be able to take care of themselves and take care of their families. But the reality is different. Whether you go to Europe or to talk to people in Europe, or you watch the videos, you know that Europe of yesterday is different from that of today. So if you want to continue to go, ask yourself if the people that went are doing something that you are not able to do while you are here. It could be, because people are different. If you have a skill, or you may be highly educated, suddenly you can work. But if you are not skillful, or you don't have a skill, and maybe your education is limited, and you want to go there and work, what kind of work are you going to do? And I'm not talking about illegal jobs that give you fast money. That's easy. That one, even here, you can do and get the money. I'm talking about legitimate work that earns you a decent living. And that is why young people are trying to go. And so we are not discouraging anybody from traveling, but what we are saying is explore the opportunities that are here. If you are not sure of what opportunities are around, maybe this is the right.
Lafitan nata album folanye anem fo menje nyala waaw ni tare be dentero la ni ministre sa cabinet aba fala president nta da nga banko be muru fon ni jol beten ata fala do fon ni jol ko aba fala nam fana menje nyala o kuma ta baki waaw ni tara leptano docteur asike docteur bati nyaaw nya hanna tratle docteur no dunya beti ku fula ka dipen wala kam pura ila jarlo ay jara e cende yemen faya na menje subjective and objective data yemen fo docteur ni ko docteur nyakande na nyaajo wule na te sociologue ba ni ka e kono kedi faya ni nga kedi mi nyaadi la beten na beten ay ni wiste so ite quand même fo docteur ni docteur nyaay menje o kumata baake man sekunda fana fonnin ci wala ku nta adresse no la fonin nata na fonnin ci wala je na lon ko alla moral lebul be nyaadi le ko gambe fonnin ci wala be jirandi ne ba be sunuru ne ba o mun be kere nga menje ana de men fonni men kita la sula ku wolti mbolo ka fula nyoba nga na fero jibe ko ta ken ka ke nyame nunto ni nga tan sa adjustment ke gi wala musilo fo daliloti wa kamala akumara baki momo be je se feel safe isa fo lonko mafo kabula mola bal momo men diate dae ni alon ko askan buña ne horomo kanti itala miraro mena mo fonnin ci wala sulote mo fonnin ci wala sulote nanata pour que develop an sports la carola tundo kanjam muna mala la sulo ko programme le be kere mena alon ko e be jang fo be tamaka na nyamal ba fo man ta tamaka bang nyanta mun la fala je alla recommendations le fata ko le long ninda nga shi nga plano ke ku nga jibe ministre mun kala no ngon tanda baaki pour ka ni ministre pour ka join ni meta man sa kunda do ko la ni ko be sama do la do te fo ki joke fara bari bi ko nyebe ta ni Bakary Badjie be do ko kon tanda baako ku kelin hada ba do ngo bunya anan horomo ni o soto dawda o nante kono fala nata rami salmo suto arjumon koronto ndara do kola ako nyambita tamolan kay fana bital because nte bilifta ko manta be ngol fisara duwa jabote ni munya manta be ngol te ngatre be tripo wulinde kan fana ni na nyola ngabam ko mol sanjululu mantar jando kola bari kuno kata santa hakilo be duma gambe no be dawda be hakilo be gambia la kan ale en fana so wala le gambia di na kayro so daga gambia la mira oto fonni kewlo alaba ala so karabala
TLT in Masembe. Near latter recommendation we are going sensitization tea, awareness tea, because as a volunteer in Masembe, ngajeleko modul ni development, it will come in a kodo mantara diamond to la haji tiji. So it activities also we are going to do no wala fendu. But it will come out from we are going to fana. It will become mine wala diamond to kodo tiji. So mafro youth soul beko mbeka funyo mga banko do amante fanga fe banko doko inyata ko do la jibelji pour la sato wala la banko itanya to mondo e ka ko kele pour la banko itanya to ando ita fel so kala no laji ando algo be abaraka ni mo ko ka baraka nyamro mu fe mba before te so ala banko nyato ka amante ko do le wala fendu be nyata denna nga banko do ko itanya ando fana mo le fen ko fana so kale asset based development community development wala asset no ba dulu ja alke muna fam fengol muna ja e be janne amake ko ka ko ha me ko dol so te business o kala no it's a business dol ke no mu ya no ko adibe kunu nga compost making muna wati jamandi da pour garder la tiyo ani si fa ko ros ko noje isi sa ke no nya di wala fengol bi janne ni si bol bi janne
okay ntel ko mbiya it sa mboda so wala be activist la to ya la jambi first of all mba tentula la follow minister inila molbe ale ni kula jame alon ko kunyon tamala so focal je follow ka itandala nkontanta ba kele kana anke la moy former kele la na bodo wala bawo ni be on ke ngota ba kumala ba ke kalom parce na kibarol men so wala ni diko ne man sakunda jibe ntollel siara fonni kele siara about 60% bare ntollel fana mo bunda me alonko kodinde dabanso men birata be akadim dolella so kumembe o nyama abe kole ala bakele pour kanyen sifa keno waran ke la satellite institution on sembendu yandi kaje ko ebe funding kel nafala nyama so bawo national assembly la representative be jame abe kuma la bake pour afanan so sama député ko mo ya ko boje do me adimol abe ata bakele atentol funding kel sulo keno la on folo
lalo nale kabirin dino kono fo banku do ko ye fonni ciolje banku o banku ya lo ka yiri wata fonni ciolel be sonna kar wala londo sifa be iba be nyinna ni nga be so dron na banko be develop la banko be yiri wala adu ni fonni ciol ma som pour ka londo nyini la banko de yiri wala be mulula ko male be tlomne la wala mu nyo jala yo ani nyo tesio folo Gambia ala so bake employee fla Gambia wala mu ndiko government employee or self employed or fango for employee if I'm be for employee la munela wala mu ndiko back to the land mamudu ngata kunkolo to ngata gadinol to ngata farol to wallahi la azim ni mutaje furniture within 2 years ibe manan ko sala manan ko me alonko ba ku yela solution be o sol flan wati takela because munam ko gata ba ku ngata munela pour na balu nyaa sona ila balu nyaa sona Gambia ko do sona Europe ma wol sona because B governor afala dia ko nani Bakary way Badjie wala mun ko tara Europe ibita mun do ko sifala londo tebulu métier o tebulu ibita mun do ko yalla ku fulalam ibite fande wa flage al bin drop dilo ado ma fondi jona fa fenna fokitinya biko to dro ko dile maka adi ko ta kono so man betea même kumada fa kumada wala mun ko nga fo man sakunda e fonni ci wala da paso ya la fa ni ya la fa fonni ci be karam londo sifa fula wala mun ko be skills tala bulu makalan do ku londo sifa be anono be ni abe so do badi be ngamol ji jammen ya lonko wala bulu makalan do ko e ka sare tol be da ye femo sifa be da me ya lonko mol be na fonni ciol bi kurun daga fonni ciol do yala ko do transfer ni na pour eta abida mun skills work la almost more than $170,000 dindi mo kabla after mala private ro na jita ko wajibe ba ko dindi jele ma usini bango kanja kabiri nga sikanga dia la tata nata akonya nga ku kole adanda no so wala mula mesono meno masuma aman tiling mune londo otali nga londo ni nga londo ni do lafta Gambia fta da dame mba fta da Gambia no lebe Gambia do kula not in ka fo ko be bala banku do kena Gambia do Gambia ela ara dingol wala be ela ara do kula not in kombo kolu otali nga metso nga nga sina banku ka na tundol ka nga jeli wan lafta be na mbasuda kolo
de konton deto mu Aissatou Wonneti. I am a representative of Jara West Sport Committee. Ndela diamo bitami fanna minto is like na governor for already. The problem me along ko nga soto in LRR here is LRR do are living LRR katakom. Maybe it's recreational facility me along ko ibije wala maybe it's other opportunity me along ko ibe kombo e mantara LRR wala be sambaka. So on behalf of LRR and LRR Sports Committee, I am appealing to you, Mr. Honorable Minister, and anyone who is here now, Simul Marco, in recreational activity, became all dame. Either a park or else yet our this summer mini stadium, Alemol Marco, Alia elevate to a standard one, whereby these facilities we see this Dutch Lion and other football committee, if they come to Jara to play their this divisional teams, nkakuma jamale moila. Alani filo man standard, alani alman pavilion soto, almani soto. So we are appealing on behalf of Jara Sport Committee. Alemon Marco de Konton, Detomu Aissatou Wonneti. I am a representative of Jara West Sport Committee. Ndela diamo bitami fanna minto is like na governor for already. The problem me along ko nga soto in LRR here is LRR do are living LRR katakom. Maybe it's recreational facility me along ko ibije wala maybe it's other opportunity me along ko ibe kombo e mantara LRR wala be sambaka. So on behalf of LRR and LRR Sports Committee, I am appealing to you, Mr. Honorable Minister, and anyone who is here now, Simul Marco, in recreational activity, became all dame. Either a park or else yet our this summer mini stadium, Alemol Marco, Alia elevate to a standard one, whereby these facilities we see this Dutch Lion and other football committee, if they come to Jara to play their this divisional teams, nka kuma jamale moyla. Allah ñu filo man.
Ndato mu Asan Dialé lafta ka daliro ke because ndara do ko mu daliro de ka yirwan sambana funding kewle comme ko ndelbe sirin funding kewle be to area council ka je ko nga funding kewle sudan area council la ka je ko kana mon min je fen so je but sa bi akumba da fana nganda ministre fana so da be so kana mo do fana joji yare men ka foda masa ko ndaba so ka mbar musola diamo sembentu yande wolen ko ndol elaral kardam fo fenne de mi alon ko sembo wata janda bake because niaje ndol elaral jang nga first division team o sotle mi mo hada FC science be fourth position in the GFF first division senu data no for force after that gindu because ser nekete la force yati ngana so kon FC sotle de mi alon ko the second division ne andun kamo jama de mi alon ko ni first division team o le kana mo jama ni jande ke samba kombo so comme mbar musa fa nyame nin sa nen stadium mutano nga je ko nen stadium o elevate ka je ko nga papili non soto nga dressing room kendo soto because sa ni ajete to la dressing room ol manke ngis la soto manke la soto sa keno dali andu ni adi fana rafril fana ke ken dami o fana tije so mu kutu mi alon ko kam barande bage ni aje ko nga official la use ka je ko nga ke dressing room odi nin sa soto no kada bake ka je ko na dressing room odi ke dressing room de mi alon ka be makola aben na sulol sotla ka je ko first division fana ka hosle so mu kutu mi alon ka ben tol makola bage ala sidi fana fa jan karate mu kutu de akumba
here in the region comme asane no fote ko en na ko mo la fo because ndenga amira ko mba plan kana kal fish pour gagner fale soma o LRR soma wala mun na capital oti it's a growing center nitara pa ko to no bato uraro iba atesla ko mun ko kunje so mbe danero kala gofano e aning sefo membe LRR jang o soma pour isi keno ko makoy woto because youth siatale ikata filo to damento buka kunje and space is a problem and then badua kan franco na irwa ko tege pour saje ko fil do soto je me alon ko at least mo be si opportunity soto pour isi pleno anyama and coming my sister for recreation center nali ma ko no in LRA governor la diamo kon aya fale ko jang is a center is the middle of the country many company other end fanang ibega pass jan and so many things happen here so many activities happen here so nali ma ko no prunga recreation center so comme si fa manjay it will be well fitting abe ma ko la bagale anin fanang abe so many crime rate le control na jam because youth so near engage e gaje ko
good afternoon senior officers immigration. Yeah, since I came to this region from the peacekeeping mission, I want to share my experience with you people. I have been in Europe for years. He knew me. He's a very close friend of mine. And one day I decided to come back to Gambia. And I will tell you the reason why. The youth leader who spoke here just now, there's something he mentioned which we are lack of it. That is patriotism. Patriotism can take you even to commit a suicide for your country. I was in the office at the UN. I was the chief intelligence in the UN. I have learned a lot which I want to share with you people. Many countries have a problem because of lack of patriotism. A Pakistan commander was sitting with me when Pakistan was fighting with India. In the morning I was typing my report. I heard he said he can even take him to go back to Pakistan and took a plane and go and commit a suicide in India. I stopped my writing. I said, what are you saying? He said, yes. And he's a senior officer in Pakistan. He said he wants to go and fight for his country. And he's earning a lot of money, salary of $7,000 per month. If somebody can sacrifice that to go and fight for his country, then I said, my brother, these people, he said his country, he cannot compare to anything in this world. Patriotism is the one which can lead you to achieve your goal in your country. Why go to die for another people's country? just to go and get something from that country. Why you are having it in your country here? People have lack of civic education. You must love your country at the extent of even to die for your country. That's the most important thing we are lacking. And in the school, I can say those who are from 1980 to 1994, they pass through civic education. Those people are Malik and all those things. They will never leave your country. Malik has opportunity, this Malik sitting, he has opportunity to go to Europe and do everything he wants, but he's still here. He was a youth coordinator on the Yagan. He have opportunity, he can get a visa. I know him very well. But why people are going to die inside the sea to go for somebody country? Those people are even suffering right now. Actually, Europe, nothing is there. I have my kids there. I used to go there on holiday, but now I don't need Europe. I even regretted why I wasted 20 years in Europe, which I should have capitalized something in Gambia.
May not actually go to this side of sports because many people have give recommendations to that. Mine maybe goes to the side of vocational centers and maybe digital training centers. These are things that we need in our region. LRR is very broad. If you look at Kiam, there is no consequency in Kiam that has a skill center or a vocational skill center or digital skill center. These are definitely things that we need because, like my sister rightly mentioned, this will reduce rural urban migration and our region cannot be developed if all our youth are going to Congo and other places. And it can also minimize the effect of irregular migration. Because when you ask them why are you using the irregular migration, they will tell you, yes, because we don't have access to education and no access to skill center. So I think this
service scheme. I told them 4 pioneers sold the youth service scheme. From there, 3 of them were asked to stay to come and train the bike that is coming. But Honorable Minister Mbedan, I don't know still whether our system is still continuing. Because when we were there, we were trained by the military, the gendarmes, on discipline. I don't know whether this is still forthgoing.
It's still there, sir.
And that is very key, because discipline is the backbone of everything. Youth service scheme, Brintul Badjie, Musa Fele. Even 12 o'clock night, whistle will be blown, you have to come out. Even if one is late, it can be the police. I think we like each other. Because by force, when one is punished, everybody will be punished. So we like each other, we have to communicate. Coming down to my own institution, that's immigrations. Immigration is combating these irregular migrations. And another for a state that immigration is being taken as an enemy by the youths of this country. Because you feel it's all the opportunity to stop. But niajen kanyinke na responsibility them kake. Youth sol member in banko kan sama wel dem banko la develop la jang. Ninga ñun youth sol be ka jele menu be kata. Ñim banko kan niya hayma musole siata kewti. And the youth sol member kata dol beje yela musole fil koma. Presently abalafa wa ñim banko kan furiyabe siaring because kewol be banta ulokon. Antu ñing nka même fo ñing ka bo suwol le kono ntol alfa famolu nko tolu dol fon le tuwab du ka kodo ki do mañole abala fa wa zabate ni incident men happen to jang science even so ma jang realize mo 6 will be tutatol so ñing ko bala fa wa zabate amma membeje we have to be very realistic. This is non-political. But some people use it as a tool, yake politikoti. And to even those people never see the Mansa Kundai, they would not want this trend to continue. But it's still an for you as Gambians. Many are going to see in JB, Belori ko after funding Chola Kello. Hansama Nin do not see the same thing. So why are you politicizing this? Doliake toolki, yake politikoti, just to brainstorm people. Minister, we are lucky. Government seat, it's a youth. They brought him as the minister. Wadama, we should be satisfied with that. Because he knows it, he feels it as a youth. There is a history I want to tell you people. I worked at the industry as a commander at the industry for 5 good years. Ntolka bojan nenkan na kenol letanke wafi mulma ntolkon kata yini ndirola dolka senang e nyamato dolka faji. Presently tumalamina is a problem. Saying health, they are trying to incorporate them in this because we have so many people mental illness because of this. You go to the industry today, near value, most of the compounds in the industry are owned by Europeans. They have even affected our tourism. People are not seeing that, Minister, but it is happening. You know, they build compounds here. From they are retired, they will come on tourism, buy a land, build a compound. Their own brothers and sisters there will come on tourism here. They will not go and stay in a hotel. They will go and stay in those residents. And they pay to them. And they are not paying any tax to the government. Are we not losing? So we are seeing all these things are happening in the country. We have a lot.
Même for the wrong. Asikeno. Minister ala plano lukono abijele bari bawo mbebe mansa kundale fonga nyo compliment ndun tol fanan na office mbe sirin jang puruka mansa kundala kul tamande sai jannim minister bina fengo femba bulo kono fi sabilillah safo bari ninga nyim fana fo ama min ko minister ba abede la sila be wotula jelde memba bula anadina. As part of the regional development, mfananga fenne kere funding keli. Bari yalo nibe tabiro lo nama mo ebokaf. Bari sila abeda men sa akamunta yenchu hunyile fonga fundina. Nin go toga subda he sunna he dafa he ya. Yo kali kibari drum. Meta ko propose la le bari amantano. Nin Johnson to jan soma silo membota nan soma kana anin pakalende silo benda ale je o teman to jela jawara la independence jama atake min janne bula kumare mbalam kabire nganna research nga kolo ke nata understand ko jammu dula le ti me yalon ko fonse ku ke no ji so na regional planning authority ñi munta fangola bebi le ten sitele nga ko fenki nata nga investor lu safe nga molu ñini. For the past 3 years, but alhamdulillah, ala nata kairo kije. B, memem folale, ning investor dole diamuda, itol fongo nata le fojaye dulaje, time be men and the paperwork lela, because fonga land in lease. But in agreed to do a youth multi-purpose park to be called Bendula. And very soon, Allah do ambela filala. But change into a park. It will be called Bendula, or the meeting point. So when the main kalaje, when the holo kalaje 1,000 capacity hall. Your holo kola for the 10 suits kalaje coming accommodation. Abetaralaje. Then a perimeter in the 2 grocery shops kalaje. Then the Bahama grass kala. Volleyball court, a basket court, and a small restaurant where you have internet and a giant screen. I'll be football and a football kalalan. So ning wedding events rally abese kenoja. But dimbe kela on a PPP, public-private partnership, for maybe 10 years. Kata. So ni investor na de dulaje, yeah, like it will pay to spend up to 20 million plus. It will be big lola. It's build, operate, and then transfer. So Nimu initiative me along for governors office la initiate through the planning authority and belafila la duala. But more kana finde jaya foko akodo na tele papare da manna follow. Plano leng dual laptop la andung ambina very soon bina MOU sign la with those people. So ni ofana kita sina bondina so mbesula ni alla duala. Minister Nimu compliment ninga ke fom pareta belafila alfana yena bari wo kono ali sen support fanana planning authority be menkela ali kalin support do mandi dumala pour isaje en se foothold soto no je pour isaje ko na dépense na paso len tan ha yo wo kola kudol fana nga kudol fana kere kere ja wala RDI Rural Development Institute nga lonne komandono Gambia la University start RDI o time mo bi jamal be permanent secretary ni afo e jaar tamit do ka ko RDI yo RDI abe conditional mentor amambete ya ndata jele nga kulu jidole again na ñi institution jele ko musa bu nekeno so benna ñi ndirola ala nata ke Chinese ambassador nata jandi amuta e atata je nga samba je nga duwal jibe okay akwa ba jibe bari nata lok fana soto Turkish ambassador nata jang aning ila branche ka ko tika Turkish International Corporation so bi nata jang nga dulalo foye e ko nyi lafta je ni tata je kabri dulaje iba dogo kan ko ben building non bari ala infrastructure jama manketal computer tije desktop tije ko be mankere ndar siran inata kabri dulaje ko nyi governor ali proposal o safe na proposal o safe up to $2 million. Alhamdulillah last month ye bagasol be sang up to 1.7 million ya be nati nyangel so nyum fana mun governors office la initiative la so mbe continue la kaje ko funding kel be dawo da biko ndebu ko funding kel ngam fangola diji so nin tolu nga nyim propose no woto atul fanan alnin kudo sinano me ya lonko asembe ma ko non se ministry fanan complement se mansa kunda fanan complement ndaf tan kajina se ala baraka
betendula ngami be moy jamfango a jama mo minti wolem ko molla miralo ye min dinna ko ngamrela ko alinale nyinke ko be betala ngenta nyina kala anu ngam moyle inshallah sa fero kedale football filo la karola o Soma mini stadium ale min foje wolem ngamira Mr Ndour ani mo dol jama sports committee la lady min jamuta jang ye min be fo wolem ko je nyanta improve la an d'accord ta wala ko nyanta improve la but along there what do bije the mini stadium itself ministry la tamoti but along picho nying wo aranyino la ketanum ameta demanding sports committee and GFF tema for inata wo facility nying hanover to GFF so mangamira hani ownership fongo is GFF so wala tina kudol bije la ka kolyale bari nin nyaato ta sotota drong amu nyaato pour ntol be so hani nyata ko opportunity sotota pour ka change room kijele mba kala jele even though belongs to another GFF la mall in stakeholder and then stakeholder in LRR ba jibele be minekela so that's noted and then the lady from brother do min diamota jang about the beneficiary I mean for about Nedi those are the things because ni molia moy ko o man sa kondra mantra fe kam fandum kele ko abijane siara and min diamota jang a foyle ay min soto from Nedi bijane la director ci jang bare la manager bijane wo mu institution mi yalon ko be ministre la ko do am man sa kunda le ka ko do diala pour ay alante min kala woke pour ka funding kel ma koy bare yalon bu ko wole dron ka foko nga di funding ke karila and not every funding ke min lafta ba soro la bare dol bijane mi yalon ko ni nga je koy be min ke kan ay nya faale anu nim man sa kunda ya makoro dila isa lafano le ane bena fala then we will do that but dol bijale mi yalon ko ika fenne je ko lafta nyinal bara niya foy ko ta karangole be kaso je sa fele 12 months programme wala bije ni ta je betar la je for 12 months karangoke bara dol bijale ni ta fa ngoy bu ka complete do koy be koronterine o ni ta je fa ne ka tara je le drom bare bu ka focus kunun ne nga kunun ko nga ba do graduate je mi yalon ko 47 for nikel wala breche je bara ka la fin min wala itol fana yetta la sa tete yela do ko ke ne do ko ke fa nyaato ning GSI coordinator o nedi ya jeko be do ko ke kanne isi maybe se recommend no la pour support anon kunu ning governor ta da funding ke do ya mi yalon ko abenun am forces la a soldier ay la time sa fa pareta bring a graduation ke GSI lon ko farming mu kules mi yalon ko akumara tata la gadino yele en fonko anon ndara je kunu ndara jibe bare niya jata be min ke kanun nunto is a garden bare turun to la ministry la projet nga min soto with IPSA inata ye ala fenso be dara 4 hectares ye boholo diala ye power TL diala those are the things mi yalon ko man sakunda se wala kedo bar laftale pour kaje ko niya dundi dlat ita kele comme dol ka minke parce que gouverneur fen fola bin bala officer ngat institution dol modo so mi yalon ko ka foninkel ma koy masinol karala masinol dol bi jele ba ke ka ba dol bi jela ya wafele momale bedan there was a time nga fishing boat di foninkel o fishing boat will disappear. So these are things me along go fontol fana nga kacha nga fonna foninkel ko opportunity man sia bare domandingo min kana du ko nga manage pour ay mon nafa ay foninkel don fa boya min diamuta in jana kerewan ada fana benefit from the program ako sa en fondinke tanin lulu wala be do ko la takoto faka fo moye ko welda manole faka fo moli ko natata ali afo president ko ndeko ay policy minister pour ka de ko di fondinkel 19000 na ma fa ko ay 15 bondi je because o 15 on tenga bondi je those are the things left amin ngam momudu do so mi yalon ko 50000 ay wala soton 2023 but nitara JB you'll be surprised I minke with that 50000 among abotonon college le akaranda fa banda college aka mala fiticina tata nedi 50,000 dial wo 50,000 woleta ay saji malendo start bare bi ni si jamale babulu aning sajio anding famba bulle mi yalon ko recently ay additional funding sort of up to $10,000 so ñunu be mu ko leti mi yalon ka bijane it's up to the young people priya pare pour kak bare tol fanan ko dote dunlo na mo mi yalon ka maybe am pare because am ko bare ni pareta foye mol convince ko pareta la suddenly mbe mako la so lastly wala min jamata National Assembly member of Youth Parliament congratulations Ami is it Ami Njai mami okay mami I mean for wala to nyati because boton nan kiange alonne ko support nyanta kelele budget nyanta la fala and that's something yalla ko hanin dol fonga kumbola ko naftare National Assembly member sol afele bi seri abitan sports committee itol laka e buka budget o dada batelo ka approval and maybe ninja mokera na meta se keno le ya lonko tonya fundinkel la ministry la budget la nyanta la fala because ngalo ne priority yalla but the government is doing well not just in youth and sports but TVET centers Binia Jibe University of the Gambia Lotal Brikama College ya transform Dulado University of Science and Technology ni nata wasujang in Sierra institution do be local ne mi yalon ko wolle be responsible pour ka foninkel train on kamano senanyame ni tara tujere is a fishing institute wolbe munete pour foninkel dula so mi yalon ko c'est non jele karak bade nyimu fenet mi yalon ka binaka ne fontol fana nga patient so ko nyimma sakunda yes man ta kundal ciata janne ay meta janne bade nyindo is just less than 10 years but under 10 years be nyimbe ke kan woto kato be ke kan hani sport la karo ko do minga dung sport science anene man soto no wato la mi yalon ko government ko ko do ta ka dundi sports wala tinam be nyinkol mi beke kan sa keno ay fo kiang di National Assembly member ay kiang kumo fo jani o beketel and not only kiang in janjambure ni taraje system in sandu yuara ni taraje system modo diamuta jang about the new field mimbe boyo field mimbe bakote wol be mu ko mi yalon ko man sakunda ba kada kane pour ka ko improvement no so so we'll get to that. So yes, congratulations, Kiang. Kiang is the first time Kiang mini stadium also. Right? I'm so good, but I'm call for the content.
Alpha Sodom Konoja. Ni ndala ni migration kula. Ngalo nyanta understand ko nkana funding chol dam ma blame ni migration ola. Funding kia kolata ni funding jo be hamoka warawe. Alkalo nal benda kulli lalto alkalim ko fana kacha lalle bul to labadi bi salakani ni mu fannin ko di lafta musola je imanta ba ku imanta tubabu bu ko muso sotono ko le ata baake ngaje na sate mul fon sa ni lafta musola ka finde salakani ta dulado ta muso ni nan ye fannin ko put under that kind of pressure ibitala de rangamena alfa fana nyanta diamuna alfana le nga fisa lo kanya soto buka moni soto buka wulu soto kala banne nunto molke barindi molke muso di wala la ne mo kendol membe la kabilo kon sa hanide alfa buko jibe de alfa lafta mo la membe tubabu do kal ko do kiyena nenko fonnin chole ye sabare oto alfana ño kacande alfana sabari alka preso balla ik alfa mo ka fa dum ko hamete la e fron be tubabu. So this push and factor fana katara jele nanta ñimu dunya be la problème o ñima ke gambia de mala problème o dunya be la problème o gambia de mata solve no la migration on tol da mata problème o solve no bari ndol si men keno akumaya bak banko chom fondinke wolet nim fondinke wol be tata be labal na lun tan lebul ndi musol be je ba ci fon soto no dal comme ta be musol jere jam be jurmal sato ko te keso no e da ngedi lun tan la o te keso ndu banko na meta capacité lun tan bulle na meta capacité lun tan buraka lun tan alshe banku buka yurano lun tan ko ma bar ni lun tan le tata fo tambe te banku dingo la ko le yalla o da sin hakilo to baake nga ñodani nga dingol di ñola nga sabarota kana koronto dinol ni o keta be sawar la de to wala te baku eta ta fenkela because moto son na yele dimbal firi je keta baku la o nyama ro mbe alfalu ma fala alfana na alfana ta raja alkalo ine la alfala sika kacha kulli dulal ni sango dulal to ni ta raja ka fala nga duwa men be kayta ñuno la men be tamo alma son yale be ka fokal nga duwa lon dola back screen tar boy dinno bulu ya samba eta ya soron for so many years amin nga mara nyanta engage la with the young boys nga jibe mbenye address no la nyaade in partnership the drug killer no la nyaade na banko ka in partnership not only focusing on enforcement but prevention enforcement and then a treatment fana kum mata ni mo da fa dicta ita bondi no ro nyama one day ngamu solution national we don't have a methadone here me an america drug addict be mako no nyaade yeboje ke soro is not the solution janembe kumo kumfala this is a very fruitful dialogue. Momo ila contribution nga moile. It's not going to be as usual. Mole kumo fangata banyu nga ke self no. We are very serious about this. My last advice to the young people. It has worked for me and I've kept advising people when I was a classroom teacher. Every young person should identify a role model in your life. A role model in the sense that it doesn't have to be your parent, because ko siata preso ka sialka ya moy carbetu babu ya make the carbetu do ko custom sa bunja wala think no. Look for somebody me alon ko la lifestyle ye nyabole ala dimbal samba nyame ba baluru nyame ina kala engage I guide. I'll give an example. When I was growing up, I was lucky to have some people around me. Some of them, they all finished school in 1972, my brothers. Half of them went to Europe, America, Sweden, and other parts of Europe. The other half that stayed in the country, you cannot compare them. The other half, when they come in, Europe. But the other half men stayed at the progress in their life. Itate dingol soto dingol kita doctoral ti dingol kita scientist dingol kita engineer you are alive ibe baluru ye dingol jata fa graduate kita doctor kita noso ye karmun dingol hanna taro buka ko do dira body mere fact that di mu dingol te nyabala is a very successful person. As a parent you are happy compared to somebody who left Gambia in 1972 and other Sweden dingol soto dingol found to the family members on melo we have no contact with them. At some point in their life, no another Gambia, Inyakabo, a colleagues no Yemen to jam, Inyakabo feedback. A Tajabi by Bariananta, in Keko, Yamuduman, Yamundimota, oh, Ndimola Musola and Dimola. Because you can reflect, oh, the learn time of West Sweden. Look at this guy, I left this guy here, oh, I think I have money now, he has a compound, he has a wife, he has kids, I remember also. With all what you had in the past, now it's nothing. Neither Europe, they are depressed, they are angry because they know the people they left behind have become very successful. So, near role models, you try to emulate. When I was living here, because of my role models, they went for studies, they came back. When I went to the States, I have 10 years university life. After 18 years, I say I'm going home. My friends I left there, they told me I was crazy. Yeah, Jamaican Gambia and you are going. I said, no. Yeah, if he's going to kill every Gambian, I'll be part of it, but I'm going to go and do my part. Because I have double masters in America. When you apply for a job, They will call you, oh, your resume is very impressive. But once they hear your voice, they know that you have an accent. That's it. They will not give you their better jobs. What they want is to continue doing cheap labor for them. In Gambia, you will be utilized properly. And then the good thing is, in Gambia, you will feel like you are something. You are valued, your life, people will respect you. But if you live in America, even if you are the most educated or most intelligent person, once you are a black man, you are a second class citizen. So I want to appeal to young people, please, I think a life, be patient and set yourself your own goals. Universities here, we don't have universities before. Go to the university, get graduated. In the next 5-10 years, you'll be a director or head of an institution somewhere, and you have a better life than going to Europe. With that, I want to, on behalf of the Honorable Minister, the Governor, and the service chiefs here, I want to say thank you, and we want to formally conclude this session, and launch is, sir. Thank you.